been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Houston Texans. Taken in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
They go play action with Eason. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again, Eason. And that'll be incomplete. Eason took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. First carry now. This is Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And it's now 3-0 Texans. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
To throw again. Eason got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the 49er first down.
From the gun is Eason. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A gain of 29.
He got 29 yards that time. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Play action. It's Eason. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on.
Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And this will be a Texans first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the carry, it's Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That's the
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the
free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Eason gets hit, and the ball pops free.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Eason on 2nd down. And this this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing on third and long. Eason, flush to his right. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On first down, Jacob Eason. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
It's second down.
Second down, here's Eason. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The first defensive back taken in this year's draft, Darnell Savage there to knock that one away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Eason going to try and throw for it. He's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ronald Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On second down now. Nixon, they'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Nixon with a first down carry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll run here with Mixon. And this will be a Texans first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running.
Taken down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And running the jet sweep here to Parker. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
By the wide receiver.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run for it with Mixon. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Working out of the gun. Love. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
For Joe Mixon. Incomplete. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. Hey, tight. Check. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Love from the gun. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
26 Mike. Hey, check.
Final play of the half, Love. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Hilliard on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Mixon with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is Mixon. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 25. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And running the jet sweep here to Parker. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down at the...
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Five yards remain on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run on first down. Mixon. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Eason off the play fake. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Second and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Throwing again. Eason. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Eason. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the 1st.
Now, that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
56.
They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. This ball complete to Rager. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the 49er 1st down.
56 to Mark.
Operating from the gun, Eason. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for his running back. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
56.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Eason. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Covered by C.J. Henderson.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Eason. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Houston. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Operating from the gun, Eason. Campbell making the catch. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
56 to Mark, 56. Check.
A little juke. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
20-yard line.
From the gun, Eason. Buying time to his left. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Darnell picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Texans take over first.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. Showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Defensively, it was Tremont Smith with the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Again, it's Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Love in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit. And time fading. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They run it again with him. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
26 months.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And this is going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open right side, complete to Rager. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good. Across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Texans 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A gain of 3, 2nd down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They're running the jet sweep here to Parker. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
At the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Let's go. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. I got it.
Now Love. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught at the 8. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
From the gun, Eason. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's 3rd down.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A 2-yard loss on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
They're going on 4th down. Here's Eason. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And his Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 49-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Three receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3.
Check.
They go play action with Eason. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
Keep coming, baby. Keep coming. Keep on coming.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for San Francisco, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I